and the road is closed. Still the cars pull in. Now the day is young, so we begin again. And I shut my eyes to what might be a cool recess beneath these old pine trees. And I don't remember where I've been. My past dissipates like snow on skin. It's cold outside, let me in. Our past dissipates like snow on skin. Snow on skin. From what I've seen, nothing's meant to last, but I can't move forward, and I'm living in the past. But I've come so far, and I've run so fast. But how long do I have, and how long can I last? I don't remember where I've been. My past dissipates like snow on skin. It's cold outside, let me in. Our past dissipates like snow on skin. Snow on skin. What I've seen, nothing's meant to last.
That's for sure.
And I can't move forward.
Why is that?
And I'm living in the past. And I'm living in the past. And I'm living in the past. I'm living in the past.
Are you ready, sweetie?
I was born ready, baby.
All right.
Okay, BOOZHOO, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am your humble host, Nat. I am NANABOOZHOO, and over here, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Ikadon BOOZHOO Weenie Mushane. Say hello, sweetheart.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to the show.
And over here, the rock star cartoonist. Hey, you did a nice job on that snow and skin, buddy. Hey, thanks a lot. Say hello to Michael Lyons. Say hello, Niji. Hey, BOOZHOO, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Oh, like snow on Michael's skin. Oh, wow. When did you write that song? You know, I wrote that song back in the 90s. That's a cool song. Is that another song about breaking up with somebody? Probably. I don't even remember. Yeah. Anyway, how you guys doing? Welcome back, BOOZHOO. What a beautiful Sunday morning it is. Let's see who's here. Oh, what do you know? Weesanee's here, front of the class. Sweetie, would you mind putting a gold star by Weesanee's name? Gold star for Weesanee! BOOZHOO, Weesanee! How's it going? Remember when we thought Weesanee was like a gentle little girl? I know, I don't know why we thought that. What's up, Niji? And then, speaking of lovely and talented, is Jessica here? She sure is. BOOZHOO, Jessica, how you doing? And, yeah, it's just those two. So anyway, let's see, do we have a word of the day today? Probably. We got that one. We have that one. Didn't I put a anima egg? Is you good? No, I guess not. I'm going to leave that down there for a while. If you'd like to support the show, click the link below. Not you guys, Weesanee and Jessica. You guys are too generous as it is. GoFundMe is a crowdfunding platform. We're going to raise, it's actually $8,000. Oh, really? Yeah, I've been telling people we're trying to raise $4,000. And I said, well, that gets us halfway there. But if we can raise $8,000, we're going to make a children's show, kind of like Sesame Street. And then there's a Patreon page. If you sign up for monthly, if you help us every month with like $10 or something, we'll send you the book, Snow on Skin. I should have pulled up the graphic for Snow on Skin. Do we even have it? Yeah. I don't really feel like digging for it, though. Okay. We put together a book called Snow on Skin, a BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO coffee table book. And it's like a quick reference guide to Ojibwe phrases and words and terms and stuff. Not a dictionary. You're going to be disappointed if you think, oh, good, I'll get this Snow on Skin, the NANABOOZHOO book, and then I'll be able to reference it to speak Ojibwe. It's like, well, yeah, if you just want to know the days of the week and how to say, my name is whatever. But anyway, so we'll send you a book like that, or maybe Dog in My Ingan, or I can't remember who gets which book, but mostly we do all this because I'm going to let you guys in on something. Ever since I was a little boy, I really wanted a friend named Dwayne. And I guess I thought if I came on YouTube every day and we sang songs and, you know, told jokes or whatever, I would one day make a friend named Dwayne. And that is his law. Sweetie. Yeah? Dwayne, his law is here. What, really? Oh, what? Yo, Dwayne, what's up? What's up? Dwayne the bathtub. I'm drowning. That was one of the first jokes I heard in school. Something to do with Dwayne and Dwayne the bathtub. Anyway. But yeah, hey, BOOZHOO, Dwayne, what's going on? I'm just trying to milk some money out of the viewers. I'll be right with you. And then we have PayPal. And PayPal's when you just want to give a tip. And I think PayPal's for people who don't have super chats. And we have super chats, I guess. And then there's Amazon.com. If you'd like to order a book, this book back here, Michael, would you recommend people read Rockstar Cartoonist, the comic book autobiography of your life? Only if they were actually me. What if they're not you? Well, I mean, I don't know. Don't you stand by your work? Kind of. I mean, it's a comic book that I'm proud of. I mean, it looks good and I find it interesting. But to be honest, I don't know if anyone else... I think they'd be better off buying gibberish. Okay. You're quite the salesman. Yeah, I know. But anyway, that's from the cover of Rockstar Cartoonist comic book autobiography. And what it basically is Michael made a comic book where every page is 1 year of his life. And actually, aren't there like kind of 2 comics in that comic book with jokes? And then it just sort of centers on the bands I was in, girls I liked, and I don't know, I haven't read it in a long time. And it stops at like when I was 45 or something. Okay. Rockstar Cartoonist, on sale now at Amazon.com. But don't buy it. Oh, wow, Weesony! Doggone it. Weesony. Miigwech. Weesony just gave us a 5 spot. And he says, I got 5 on it. Respectfully, don't tell me what to do. I would have a hard time believing that anybody tells Weesony what to do. You'd have to be a pretty big dude. Miigwech, appreciate it. And Jessica says, now that song is in my head, Weesony. Dwayne says, yo, I want a friend like you. Well, you got one, Dwayne. And if you need to borrow money, I got $5. That's how it is in Indian country. Somebody will loan you some money, and just then your cousin will be like, hey man, you got 5? It's like, yeah, actually I do. You just got to pass it on. You never get to hang on to money very long. It just goes from one person to another. But, so we came on a little early today. We're going to go to church this morning, and if I want to have time to watch what we just did, I got to start a little early because it's Sunday. Sunday. In fact, sweetie, shouldn't we go outside and put out some tobacco to the CUTIE Manadu?
That's a good idea. Do you want me to transport you?
Only if you don't mind. I don't want to, be all, whatever.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know how women don't like men telling them what to do.
I'm not that kind of woman.
All right. Sweetie, will you teleport me outside and go in that kitchen and make me a sandwich?
Don't press your luck. One to teleport outside.
Thank you, sweetie.
Hello.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, hi, NanaBOOZHOO. What are you doing?
I'm standing outside. I just want to let you know I made it here okay.
I know. You gonna put out some tobacco and say a little prayer then?
Yeah, I figured I would.
All right, just give me a call when you want me to pick you up.
Okay, thanks. So here we are. Sunday morning. Anama e Gija good. Or it's Sunday. And in the Anishinaabe way, sometimes we'll put out tobacco when we pray. And if you don't have any tobacco, you don't have to. Don't go buy a pack of cigarettes, for crying out loud. But, I like to put out tobacco. Here we go. Asema. And there's no... I heard this once from an elder of mine. She was my wah-ah. Which is kind of a funny word. Wah-ah is sort of the... it's like your auntie or uncle who gives you an Indian name. Or is kind of a teacher. Somebody who's sort of there for you. In the Indian way... I mean, like we always talk about, you honor your elders or whatever. But the way actually honors you. I remember Ida, she told me, now that I'm your my responsibility is to you. If you need somebody, you call me, okay? And she was just somebody who taught me a lot, not just about traditional way, but just about life and whatever. But she told me once, you know, there are hundreds of right ways to do this stuff. So like if she was teaching me something about the sweat lodge or whatever, she'd go, you know, you're going to run across people who say, oh, that's not the way. That's not the way I was taught. So, you know, we call those guys culture cops. The cops like, woo, 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 hey, you pronounced that wrong. You know, okay, easy. But if you have a good heart, and Gitche Manadu, you know, he speaks every language. He gets what you're trying to get at, you know. He knows your heart. So, you know, lots of right ways to do this. Don't be. I guess my point is, don't be afraid of you know, blasphemy or whatever they call it. You're not going to offend God if you do this with a pure heart. So sometimes people will offer tobacco to the 4 directions, you know. Sometimes they'll just offer it to Gitche Manadu. Sometimes they won't offer it at all. Sometimes they'll just go out with no tobacco. And sometimes people will, you know, do it in a Christian way. You get on your knees, you know, fold your hands together, bow your head. You know, some of those Christians, they like to go into a closet. Like, I'm getting way away from everybody. I'm just going to get quiet. You know, they're all the right way to do it. What do the Muslims do? I think they bow, they get on a prayer rug facing east or somewhere, facing the town Mecca, whatever that is. And then they pray their way. So today, I'm just going to pray. I'm just going to say, I'm going to offer some tobacco to the Great Spirit. Odapanaman niwi asema Gitche Manadu. Odapanaman. Accept. Niwi, my, osema, tobacco. And then I'm going to pray a little bit in Ojibwe. Gitche Manadu. Daga we duka wishin. Great Spirit, please help me. Daga we duka wishin menowe nungum. Help me to speak well today. Miigwech Gaiji kekena gegu gaiji chikea nungum. Miigwech gaiji. Too many G's. Thank you for everything that you do today. Miigwech gaiji webak. Thank you for the weather. Oh, that's beautiful. Even though it's too hot, we need rain. But miigwech gaiji bemadazian. Thank you for my life. What else? Miigwech bizan dawieg. Thank you for listening. And oh, and this is the other thing. You know, sometimes it's good to learn the language because, I mean, it's always good to learn the language. But sometimes if you pray in a language, like right now, I'm just kind of explaining, but it is a prayer. But sometimes if I pray in Ojibwe, even if it's broken Ojibwe, even if you gotta, you know, sprinkle in a lot of English, that's okay. Because all you're really doing is trying to get your mind and your body and your spirit in the same spot. So you can kind of feel the sacredness of what you're doing. So it's like, Gitche Manadu. Miigwech gaiji bemadazian. Thank you for my life. And then really feel it. Feel grateful for your life. Because they say a grateful heart is in the right place to receive blessings. To receive blessings. You put your tobacco down and your prayers up. Oh, here's another thing. Sometimes people like to smudge down. And you might ask yourself, smudge down? What is that? Well, you know, burn some sage, some Bushkode Jibik, And then they nukwejigan, nukwejigan, and then they smudge down. They take that smoke, burn it, and it purifies any bad spirits that might be clinging on to you. But that's also a ceremony, so it just puts you in the right state. But sometimes you might need to pray while you're in traffic. And you might say to yourself, well, how am I going to smudge down and offer tobacco and still drive? Don't worry about it. You can just say, roll down the window. Gichimanadu Dagawi Dukawation. Please help me. Help me get through this traffic. Keep me from killing this guy in front of me. Whatever you need. It's okay to just pray on a moment's notice. I was told that Gichimanadu, he's not going to go, would you mind? I'm trying to watch my show. Quit interrupting my TV show with your prayers. He'll never say that. But if you want to just feel kind of spiritual in that, come outside. Bring some tobacco, a little offering. Pray in Ojibwe. Keep it simple. Unless you're like a fluent speaker, then you can talk all afternoon if you like. Or you can pray in English. That's okay too. Gichimanadu, great spirit. Great spirit in the sky of all of us redskins. Thank you for our life. Thank you for taking away that racist mascot, the Fighting Sioux. That really improved our life once they changed the name. But then I'll just say, Ape Inge. Amen. Ape Inge. Amen. Miuminik. That's another phrase. Miuminik. Lots of guys will say, and that kind of means, that's enough. We're finished or something. It's sort of like amen, but miuminik. And then, And then the cows over there, they'll hear your prayers, huh? What's up, boys? I'm right next to a cow field. All right. Sometimes I like to look around. Don't be in such a rush to finish. Sometimes if you don't know what to pray for or what to say, just put out your tobacco and sit quietly and look around. You might see an eagle. You might see a Bigfoot. You might see a wood tick. Sometimes the Great Spirit might give you a sign, a little wink, going, hey man, yeah, I'm here with you, you know I am. But, out here, everything here is, none of this is man-made. This is all designed by God. The greatest engineers in the world, the greatest scientists, the greatest artists could never make even one single tree. They can't get together and get the design and whatever and make a living tree. All that's Gichimanadu. He made everything. All right. Oh, there he is. Hey, BOOZHOO, Migazi. Migazi. Eagle. If you see an eagle, never point at it with your finger. Hey, look, there's an eagle. They say that's really rude. You're supposed to point at an eagle with your lips. Hey, look. Migazi. Sometimes you'll hear people say, they'll see an eagle and they go, oh, miigwechkichimanadu. And people go, what? Oh, did you just see the Great Spirit? Oh, the Great Spirit's an eagle? I guess I thought he'd be, I don't know, old man with a big beard riding on a cloud. Turns out he's just an eagle, huh? And then you go, no, no, no. I just say, thank you, Great Spirit, when I see an eagle. Because in our way, the eagle is very sacred. I mean, eagles aren't sacred. Sorry, Anishinaabes. Eagle's just a bird. I mean, everything's sacred. So yeah, eagle's sacred. Just as sacred as a leech. But we like to say that the eagle carries our prayers to Gitchi Manado. So when you see an eagle, you might put out a little tobacco or something. Say, hey, miigwech Gitchi Manado. Thank you, Great Spirit, for that eagle, for hearing my prayers, for whatever. But you could put out tobacco when you see a mosquito and thank the Great Spirit. You know, he made that mosquito too, I think. I'm pretty sure deer flies come from hell, but everything else. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'm going to go back. Bloop.
Hello.
Hi, sweetie, it's NANABOOZHOO.
Well, hi. Are you ready to come home?
Yeah, would you lock on my coordinates and teleport me back to the studio?
Sure. Hang on. Locking on your coordinates. 1 to beam back.
All right.
Don't move. Welcome back.
Hi.
How is it outside?
Oh, it's nice. It's getting a little warm already, but nice.
Did you put out some tobacco?
Yep.
Okay.
How are you today, sweetie?
Oh, I'm doing great. I slept good.
Did you really?
Yeah, I had a weird dream where I met Joe Rogan.
What? Why?
I don't know. I don't even think I like him very much. But in the dream, we were like really good friends. And I told him I had a podcast. And he got teary-eyed. He was so proud of me.
Joe Rogan got teary-eyed with pride over us having a podcast.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. What else? You didn't have a dirty dream with Joe Rogan, did you?
Oh, no way. The guy's like 2 foot tall.
Oh, right. They call him Toe Rogan because he looks like a toe. But yeah. Well, I guess in a way, I got to give credit to Joe Rogan because it was, I used to watch that show a lot when we came up with the idea of doing a podcast. So how easy is that? You just get a microphone and a laptop. But, and here we are, all these years later. And he's not even on YouTube anymore.
I know. He went over to Spotify.
Spotify. I Spotify with my little eye. Something just darling.
Oh, is it me?
Yep.
Get out of here.
All right. Let's see what's going on down here with the BOOZHOO crew. Jessica Wabu says, I'm glad you came on early because I'm also going to go to church too. And I'll be going earlier than usual for the next 4 weeks. Okay, sweetie, for the next 4 weeks, let's start at like 7 o'clock, 7:30 or something. So Jessica can get herself to church. Jessica has a lot of hair. It takes her a long time to wash, to shampoo and comb that thing. Jessica's kind of like Rapunzel. She's got this hair that just stretches down to the ground. So she needs a lot of time to get ready in the morning. She can't be watching our show and doing her hair. But yeah, we'll just on Sundays we'll come on early. And we Sini, what's up with the early service, Jess? And Jess says, the kids are doing vacation Bible camp for the next 4 weeks during the early Sunday school hours. Uh-oh, vacation Bible camp.
Yeah.
I remember when I went to vacation Bible camp. I mean, we had 2 different kinds of Bible camp. There was the full-on out in the woods camp, staying in cabins and riding in canoes. When I was a kid, because this is back in the good old days, you go to Bible camp and they teach you how to shoot bows and arrows, rifles. It was like we were preparing for war.
And then there was vacation Bible school, was just like sort of like church during the day, but you go in and be like arts and crafts. I remember me and Lenny, we go down to vacation Bible school after baseball practice. And the first part of vacation Bible school was all church stuff. So we opted out of listening to the pastor. We just show up for the art. We go in there, make belts that say our names on there, or a wallet or something. They have leather work. I once made I didn't make a mirror, but they gave us mirrors and paint. They go, paint on the mirror, and you can have a mirror with a cartoon on it. That was kind of cool. And eventually they kicked us out. They said, you can't just come here for the arts and the lunch and stuff. You gotta sit through the Bible lesson. Like, so they didn't let us, because we had to choose between baseball or, eternal life in heaven. And I went, nah, I'm going with baseball. I'm 12. He says, does every church do VPS the same week? I don't know. Does every church do vacation Bible school the same week? I've never understood churches. Like, how do they make their money? Who decides what is going on? It's a big mystery to me. Yeah. I mean, like, are all Baptist church... I don't think ours is. What do you mean? Well, like I was going to say, do all churches teach the same thing on the same day? But I'm pretty sure old Pastor Mitch that he's just winging it. I think he decides for himself what he's going to talk about. But yeah, the money part is a mystery. Because I could get it, in those big churches where they got like 100 people there. And if everybody gives $5, it's $500. That's a pretty good gig. 1 hour and $500. But at our church, there's like 15 people. And half of us give nothing. I always feel guilty. Oh, here's the offering. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I got a 20 in my wallet. Do I give him $20? I don't think so. I'm going to go out to lunch after this. I think my max offering I'll give is $5. I'm not gonna give offering that's more than I tip at Country Kitchen. I thought you were supposed to give 10%. Yeah, I wonder who came up with that rule. Some church official. Yeah, 10% of your gross monthly income. That's all. That's what Jesus said. Give. Like, really? I'm gonna have to see your source. But, yeah. So anyway, what am I talking about? And noise. He says noise. He says, wow, that's crazy. Have you ever tried DMT? I never have. DMT, for some of you people, I learned about through the Joe Rogan experience. It's a drug they take like in the jungles. And people that take this drug, they have visions of like aliens and pyramids and snakes and whatever. And people who've done it love it. But I forget it. I'm not that experimental. I'm not going to try like I would have any idea where to find DMT. But no, I've always been afraid of like DMT and acid and stuff like that. Like I always feel like I'm right on the edge of insanity. One bad trip will just tip me over. Dwayne says, you should come over because I want a friend. Uh-oh. I think I might have started something with Dwayne. He's already inviting me over. Maybe he's inviting me over. That's even worse. Quit hitting on Natasha. Jessica Wabu says, Nalani is insisting that I tell you guys that she used to have longer hair than me. Is that right? How could a little kid... You must have never cut your hair for the longest time. Did you like having long hair, Nalani? Or did it get all tangled up and was a big pain in the neck? And she says, it's true. She was the original Rapunzel. Did cut her hair at all until she was 7. Okay. So little Nalani doesn't get a haircut till she's 7. You must have looked like one of those dolls with the hair that goes all the way down to her knees. Just because every church does it differently. Nalani visited another VPS that was $20 a kid. Oh, they charge you, huh? And then there's a Catholic church in the neighborhood that charges like $200 a kid. Well, I guess that'll keep the riffraff out of your church. $200. This is a church only for rich people. It's like, yeah, you guys are going to need it. I think we all remember what Jesus said about how it ain't going to be easy for the rich people getting into the kingdom of heaven. What do you say? It was something like easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. Remember that, kids, if you're crying around, oh, I don't have any money. Oh, my bike's a piece of crap. How come my parents don't have a bunch of money? How come we're not rich? It's like, hey, count your blessings. Sometimes having money was more trouble than it's worth. You know, when it comes to your soul. Sometimes us, regular old poor people, we're rich in spirit. Maybe you don't got a lot of that junia, a lot of that money. But maybe you got, a powerful spirit. Maybe you're rich in a sense of humor. Maybe you're rich in talent. You ever hear of a millionaire's son being special at anything? Look at Joe Biden's son. He wanted to be a painter, but his dad was a multi-millionaire. And so when he grew up, he didn't, all he had was money and stuff and, girls and drugs. And so when he sits down to paint, it turns into this whatever. It's just garbage. And he knows it. We all know it. He's not good at anything. He's just got money. But then you look at Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley was so poor, he couldn't even pay attention. Is that right? That's what they say. But then, when you're poor, you learn to get by with less. And you learn to dream big. When you got nothing but dirt and crap, then that's a good place for stuff to grow. Don't look down on yourself if all you have is dirt and crap. Because dirt and crap is the exact thing you need to make things grow. Just think about a garden. The best garden starts with dirt and crap. Throw a couple of seeds in there, and what do you know? You got a big old garden. If you have a gold paved street and you throw some seeds on there, what's going to grow? Nothing. I say it's okay to be poor. And have a little faith. That's the other thing. I think Jesus said something about that. He was saying, birds and that, they don't worry about getting a job. You never see a whole bunch of robins lining up to get a job at Walmart. I've never seen that my whole life. That's true. I mean, think about it. Yeah. How many times have you seen a bird try to get a job? They've got no interest in that. Because they trust the Creator to, feed them. If you're walking your path, if you're where you're supposed to be, Creator will take care of you. And I can hear a lot of people saying, oh, how dare you? There's starving children in Africa. It's like, yeah, well, they did something wrong. No, they didn't. Okay, I don't understand starving people. But in my life, there have been times when, I had next to nothing. I had less than nothing. I had bills and debts and no money. And I didn't know how I was going to pay for the rent. And I didn't know how I was going to buy food. And I schemed. And I thought about stealing.
I never had a chance to steal anything, but then, you know, stuff happened. You know, CUTIE Manadoo might send your grandma to give you a couple of $100. Creator will take care of you if you have faith. Jessica says she loved her long hair. I'll share the before and after pics later. All right. Is it okay if we put a picture of Nalani on the show? We'll do a before and after with long hair and cutting her hair. She says, by the way, you mentioned Spotify before. Michael should put his songs on Spotify. Michael, have you ever thought about putting your songs on Spotify? You know, I thought about it and then I couldn't be bothered to look it up, but I'm going to look into that again. Yeah. Spotify. I mean, it's not like you could make it just free or something. Yeah, I suppose. Spotify. I guess, you know, I never use Spotify, so I never think of to do it, but she says, sometimes I want to hear a song and I have to remember which video it was. Oh, that's a good idea. You know, if you put it on Spotify, you could actually put the name of the song and then people can just look up Snow on Skin. Because, like, nobody's going to know to look here. In 24 hours, the fact that we have snow on skin, I mean, it just goes away. You can't. Yeah, okay, we'll do that, and then we'll let people here know. Do you get like a Spotify channel or something? You must, huh? Yeah, that's a good idea. Usually when people are starving, it's because they have a corrupt government. Yeah, no kidding. I've been reading your stuff about Cuba. It's too depressing to even talk about here. Corrupt government, that's doing things like exporting food to make money while its citizens starve. Yeah. And Jesse says we can share pictures of Nalani. We're gonna get more viewers just because Nalani's so cute. We'll do like fashion show day of Nalani. Spotify is pretty easy. My sister-in-law just made a song and she put it on there. Okay, we'll look into that. Speaking of songs, you know, one of the best things my parents did for me was introduce me to musicians like Elvis Presley, the old Bee Gees, you know, before disco, and especially Jim Croce. Back in the days of the grandfathers, there was a singer-songwriter who had a huge mustache. And his name was Jim Croce. And he was a great guitar player. And he was a great songwriter. He was like a poet, huh, sweetie?
Oh, I know. Are you going to play Operator?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Okay.
So this is a song by Jim Croce that we recorded. And Michael plays the guitar. And are you singing harmonies on this?
I don't remember.
But I'm singing the lead. And it's a song called Operator. And what the song's about, and for you young people, some of the stuff you're not going to understand. Back in the days of the grandfathers, we used to have this thing called telephone operators. If you didn't know a phone number, we didn't have a computer. You couldn't just Google somebody's phone number. You'd have to hit 0, which was also O for operator. And a nice lady, a human being, would get on the phone and she'd say, Operator, how may I help you? And he would say, hi, I'm looking for a phone number for my buddy in California or whatever. Can you help me find a number? And she'd say, sure. And she'd look up the number for you and she'd tell you what the phone number was. And sometimes she could say, hey, you just want me to connect you? And you don't even have to dial the phone number. And you'd say, yeah. Oh, also, for you people under 30 or whatever, back in the days of the grandfathers, nobody had their own phones. There'd be one phone, it would hang on the wall in the kitchen, and it would have a cord. We didn't even have answering machines. Just randomly, the phone would ring, and you'd run in there and you'd stare at it for a second going, should I answer it? What if it's somebody I don't want to talk to? What if it's somebody I do? So you'd answer it, and then you'd have to talk to them. So this is a song, the story of this song is, there's a guy, Jim Croce, and he calls up the operator and he says, hey, hello operator, can you help me make this call? And he wants to call an ex-girlfriend. He says that she's living out in Los Angeles, in LA, with his best old ex-friend Ray. He had a friend named Ray, but he's not his friend anymore because his girlfriend is living with him. So apparently he had a girlfriend and a best friend, and they hooked up behind his back. And so he says, operator, I want to talk to her. Can you help me make this call? And then she gives him the number, and then he says, operator, can you place this call? See, I can't read the number that you just gave me. There's something in my eye. It happens every time. He starts to cry, And then he says, operator, you know what? Never mind. There's nobody there I really need to talk to. And it's about, I don't know if maybe some of you have had this happen to you. When your heart breaks, sometimes it breaks in many pieces because of many reasons. What if your girlfriend, breaks your heart? That's one break. What if she breaks your heart by going out with your best friend? Because your best friend can break your heart too. Best friend, that guy, he betrayed the bro code. He stole his best friend's girlfriend. So this is a song. I'm going to have to cue it up a little bit here. Hold on a second. This is a song by Jim Croce. If I can do this in a good way. Come on, feel the noise. Why isn't this? Come on, man. All right. I know it's part of this song, but it won't let me. Okay. Replay. Oh, here we go. Honey, it's not letting me do it. And the show comes to a screeching halt. I know, you built it all up. I'm still here, you guys. I'm just off camera. Yikes. This is not working at all. Alright, I guess not. I'm sorry, you guys. Sweetie, will you teleport me back? Sure. Should I just sing it a cappella? Operator, can you help me place this call? Maybe you could just find it on the thingy. Oh, I could find it on the thingy. All right. I'm going to reload this thing. Hit OK. Hit play. All right, that does not work. I don't understand why. All right, now I'm thrown. I just wish Joseph was here.
Sweetie,
Yeah?
Joseph is here.
Oh, thank goodness. Joe, can you help me out? I can't get operator to play. And we had this whole thing set up, but now it's not working. What if... Alright. Because it's really a cool video. I just watched it. I really wanted to play this for the people. But it's not going to... Okay, to heck with that. Should I play a different song completely?
All right.
Okay. Here's a different song completely. I'll play Snow or Operator tomorrow. But instead, this is a song because I want to let Natasha get up here. I'm not playing Home again, I'll tell you that much. Okay. This is stupid but kind of funny. You know how yesterday we were talking about white people? And just how awesome English people are? And so we had a clip yesterday from the play Henry V by Bill Shakespeare. And I just wanted to take a little time to go, you know, sorry white people, I know you guys are really getting raked over the coals these days with your critical race theory and that. I actually heard a woman, a teacher, some fat pig was talking about how all white people are racist and how we just need to let them die. She was teaching children.
Really?
Yeah, she's awful. I'm like, I don't want you guys to die. Because without white people, we never would have had Shakespeare. And so this is from the play Henry V. And the setup is night before... They have to go in and fight. They're invading France. And he's really scared. He thinks they're way outnumbered. But so he prays to God. And the next morning, he's all inspired. And he goes out and he gives a big old speech to the troops. And he says, you know what? We are all brothers here. We're Nijis. This is a famous speech. Band of Brothers, the St. Crispin's Day speech. And it'll give me enough time for you to get up here. I'm sorry we weren't able to play your operator. But up next, you ready, sweetie?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
I'm letting Natasha get up here and talk to you. Miigwech Bizendawieg. Thank you for listening. Wait, what is this now? This day is called the Feast of Crispian. He that outlives this day and comes safe home will stand a tiptoe when the day is named, and rouse him at the name of Crispian. He that shall live this day and see old age will yearly, on the vigil, feast his neighbors and say, tomorrow is St. Crispian. Then will he strip his sleeves and show his scars, and say, these wounds I had on Crispian's day. Old men forget, yet all shall be forgot. But he'll remember with advantages what feats he did that day. Then shall our names, familiar in his mouth as household words, Harry the King, Bedford and Exeter, Warwick and Talbot, Salisbury and Gloucester, be in their flowing cups freshly remembered. This day shall the good man teach us sleep, and Crispian shall ne'er go by, from this day to the ending of the world, but we in it shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he that shall shed his blood with me shall be my brother. Be he ne'er so vile, this day shall gentle his condition. And gentlemen in England now abed shall think themselves accursed they were not here. and hold their manhoods cheap, whilst any speaks who fought with us upon St. Crispin's Day!
Yay!
This song is called
Crashing Down. We could end the show with Crashing Down.
No, let's save it. That's our 9/11 song.
Okay. Hey, everybody. How you doing? You know, we haven't taught any Ojibwe yet.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot.
Okay. Today's Ojibwe word, Natasha Nindijanikas. Nindijanikas. Natasha is my name. Nindijanikas. And, I mean, Ejinikazoyan. What is your name? Is the Ojibwe language lesson of the day. Anin. What? Ejinikazoyan. What's your name? Hey, Anin Ejinikazoyan. What's your name? Natasha Nindijanikas. Sweetie.
Yeah?
Anin Ejinikazoyan.
NANABOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, what?
Anin Ejinikazoyan.
Michael Lyons Nindijanikas.
Nindijanikas is my name. You know, sometimes I think we just need to go back to the basics. You know, we kind of have the same shenabs who show up on the show every day and they go, well, these guys know what boozhoo and miigwech means. But sometimes I think we should just start from the beginning. How do you say hello? Boozhoo. How do you say goodbye? Oh, we don't say goodbye. We're Indians. We say, I will see you again. Gigawabamin. So, yeah. Ani Nation Nakazoyan. Nindijanikas. So, operator, did you ever have a girlfriend who left you for a friend?
No, I don't think so. I've had better friends than that.
Yeah, huh?
Did you ever have a boyfriend who left you for one of your girlfriends?
I never had any boyfriend before I met you.
Oh, really?
You know that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a one-man kind of girl.
That's really old-fashioned, huh?
What's that?
You were just not, dating around. Seems like modern women have lots of boyfriends before they meet their one true love.
I know, huh? I kind of feel like I want to give advice to young women because I think maybe Nalani is watching. Nalani, love is so important. It's not important. It's just wonderful. Really lucky. It's just one of the beauties of the world. But don't listen to women who say, oh, you gotta kiss a lot of frogs before you meet your prince. You know, the story of whatever that story was, where like a prince, I don't even know what the story is, but apparently there was a princess who kissed a frog and then a frog turned into a prince. Was she even a princess or was she a regular girl?
That's a good question. I don't even remember. I mean, a lot of those old stories are stupid.
Yeah, I know. Number one, frogs don't turn into princes. And you probably don't want to date a prince anyway. I mean, look what happened to the artist formerly known as Prince. He died from fentanyl. So, I don't know. Be careful, be patient. But you'll know it when the right guy comes along. Or maybe you won't. You know, back in the old days, we'd have our aunties and our grandma and whoever hook us up. They'd say, this is going to be your man, all right? They called it arranged marriages. You know, they'd be like families are good, since you're a little baby, they'd say, hey, when my little girl grows up, I'm going to have her marry your little boy, okay? Then we'll be family. And, modern people are like, what? No way. That's no way to meet a man. I gotta go to the bars. I gotta go to the club. I gotta twerk. No. That's a good way never to find true love. And people don't like to talk about this much, but if you have too many dates, it does something to your heart. And you won't be able to have just one guy. You'll never love just one person. It'll screw up your mind. Don't be a CC writer. Whoa, see what you have done. La la. I said see. Oh, why is it okay for a guy and not okay for a girl? Well, never mind. It's probably not okay for a guy either. But, we used to be a very humble, shy, quiet, virtuous people, We didn't just go running around every weekend with different dudes. Love is sacred. They say love is, it's all the stuff. It's spiritual, it's physical, it's mental, it's social, and it's emotional. I guess it's 5. But people like to pretend it's no big deal. I'm just having a good time dating around, But you're kidding yourself. You should approach love like it's really, it's spiritual. Because it is. And but not everything spiritual is good. There can be bad spirits. Manji Manadoog, huh, sweetie? Yeah, Manji Manadoog, a bad spirit. Do you want to explain what a bad spirit is? I don't know if I know it. But this is my best understanding. So, we're always talking about spirits. Oh no, there's a ghost. I think my house is haunted. Nah. But spirits are also like the energy. And like love, you can feel your grandma's love. It's a spiritual thing. There's an energy there. You don't have to, she doesn't have to explain it. Oh, I love you because of this and this and this. And this, You just know it. You can taste it in the cookies. You can taste her love in a wild rice hot dish. But, so love is our souls. And some people say God is love. I don't even understand that, but then there's also your bodies, your mind, what you're attracted to. You're like, oh, he's so cute. I love him. Because sometimes your body's just attracted to somebody. But you got to be aware of your souls. And your emotions will be involved, You might feel yourself getting jealous or angry or insecure. Well, pay attention to that because those are bad spirits and the spirit of jealousy. But also, if you damage your spirit, you can hurt yourself by not respecting yourself and not respecting your soul or your heart. You should be very careful. And then your mind too, be very thoughtful. Think about it. Is this, maybe I love this person, but maybe this person doesn't love me. Maybe this person can't love only one person. Maybe this person's going to cheat on me with my best friend. You got to use your mind, your body, your spirit, and your emotions. All on the medicine wheel, huh, sweetie? Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah. Jessica says, Nalani wants you to sing Smooth Operator now. She's a smooth operator. Oh, wait. No, Smooth Operator. Is that Michael Jackson? Wait, which one's Smooth Operator? Dun 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 bum 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 bum. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? That's Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Would you tell me that you're okay? I wish I could remember it. Michael should do an acoustic version of that. Michael, you want to do an acoustic version of Smooth Operator by Michael Jackson?
I could look into it. That might be hard, but...
But, I could probably sing it.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. I bet you could sing Michael Jackson songs well.
Yeah. Gonna make a change. Ooh, for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat. We're gonna learn a song from Nalani. She used to have longer hair than her mom. They used to call her Rapunzel. Why'd you cut my hair? Ma. Weesity, like button. Hit that like button, you guys. Or hit the dislike button. I know there's one of you who's going to do it. Don't let my cousin Missy find out who you are. We always get one dislike, huh?
Yep, somebody shows up every day just to tell us they don't like the show.
I know, it's so strange. La 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 la. Smooth. Oh, wait, Sade. Okay, it is Sade. He's Smooth Operator. I only remember the chorus. Sade has she's beautiful, beautiful girl. But she's got a huge forehead. It looks like she's got a receding hairline.
Yeah, totally.
I wonder if she's fully bald now.
She probably looks like the Crypt Keeper.
The Crypt Keeper? She's not going to know who the Crypt Keeper is. La, 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 la. That's what you're going to look like when you get old.
The Crypt Keeper?
Yeah, because you got that long hair, but you're starting to thin on top. And your hair's going to go gray. And you'll have like long hair just around the edges.
Yeah, I probably will.
Which isn't a totally bad look. I think if you got to be an old ghoul, you might as well look like the Crypt Keeper. Smooth Operator. La 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 la. Smooth Criminal. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Wisani. Yikes. I'm a smooth. He's a smooth. Operator. Can you help me place this call? See, the number in the matchbook is old and faded. That's what people forget. Back in the days of the grandfathers, you kids aren't going to know this. They used to give you books of matches. And it's everywhere you went, whether a restaurant or whatever, there'd be ashtrays on the table so you could smoke a cigarette. And it'd have a little book of matches and it'd have the name of the business. And so if you got somebody's phone number, you'd write it on the matchbook. Is that what they called it? I don't even think they make matchbooks anymore. See, the number on the matchbook is old and faded. She's living in L.A. with my best old ex-friend Ray. A guy that she said she knew once and almost hated. A guy that she said she knew once and almost hated. That's how it works. You go, what? She hooked up with him. I thought you hated him. First warning sign. If your woman has strong feelings about a guy, good or bad, that's a bad sign. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that. And give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell him I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. I wanted to convince myself it just wasn't real. But that's not how it feels. Operator, can you help me place the call? I can't read the number that you just gave me. He can't read the number that she just gave him. There's something in my eye. You know it happens every time. I think about the love that I thought would save me. He thinks about the love that he thought would save him. He thought this love would save his life. But he gets tears in his eyes. Isn't that the way they say it goes? You know, let's forget all that. And then finally he goes, Operator, well, let's forget about the call. There's no one there I really needed to talk to. Thank you for your time. You've been so much more than kind. You can keep the dime. Oh, here's another thing we don't have anymore. Payphones. So back in the days of Jim Croce, you could go to a box on a corner of the street. It was called a payphone. And you'd put a dime, 10 cents, in the little slot there. And you could call anybody in the world. Thank you for your time. You've been so much more than kind. You can keep the dime. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that. And give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words would just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels, huh, sweetie?
You have a beautiful voice.
Get out of here. Okay, well, on that note, we should go. Thank you so much for your time. You've been so much more than kind. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I hope you'll join us for the day after prayer day. But, sweetie, do you want to add anything?
Nah.
Okay, thanks. Thanks again, Weesanie, for the $5. And, this is NanaBOOZHOO.
Okay, miigwech ganawabieg. Thank you for watching.
And this is Michael.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I am Natasha. Natasha Nindija Nakaz. Nindija Nakaz is my name. Whoops. And you have been watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is NanaBOOZHOO. That's Michael Lyons. I will see you again. Gigawaba min. Minawa. Hawa. Sweetie.
One to teleport.
See you tomorrow.